Good evening, Professor. My name is Athish Visuna and I'm the owner of the company Bootify. As you can see, my mission is to provide consumers with the most fashionable, comfortable, yet affordable shoes while also ranking in the top for customer satisfaction and value relationships. As Jeff Bezos has mentioned, customers are everything. So prioritizing profits over customer satisfaction and relationships will not help your company grow in the long run. You need to keep account of the consumer's needs and adjust your price and cost accordingly. That's what I did, and that's what helped my company grow. Now, who's my target audience? I'm targeting every type of consumer, whether it's a sportsman or an employee or a model, etc. Now, why the name? Why Bootify? Well, I have taken inspiration from Spotify. I'm sure you must be knowing Spotify, and if you do, you know this app has all genres of music, all kinds of music. Considering that, I wanted my company to sell all types of shoes, whether it's heels or winter boots or sport shoes or even slippers. So that's how Bootify popped up in my head. Now, to be successful in new shoes, you'll need to consider some points. Have knowledge about your industry. You'll need to read industry news and be aware of what's going on. Purchase research. You'll need to have knowledge about your industry's average price level, product development, etc., so that you don't go overboard. Raise product development cost at a minimal level. Product development are the maintenance and development costs. I raise them at a minimal level so that I don't lose profits, since I kept prices most of the time below the average level. Price, advertisement, and other costs should be adjusted according to the location, such as home, domestic, and foreign. Home and domestic prices were lower than that of foreign. Prioritize customer satisfaction and profit equally. It's simple, I don't need to explain that. And to win contract bids. It helps generate greater revenue for the company. Now comes the performance history. There's nothing much to explain here, but if you go through the graphs, you will see that even though there are fluctuations, overall the graphs raised at a steady rate. It boosted up due to the right decisions, such as going through research, lowering price, and raising advertisement cost whenever required. Next is the company's strength and weaknesses. Some of my achievements are high customer satisfaction, great market share. My share was around 12 to 15%, which isn't that bad. Low price, among top groups in profit and sales generation. Entered new markets instantly, such as the foreign market, and won contract bid thrice. Whereas some of my weaknesses were, I'm not an industry leader, I'm unsuccessful in contract bids most of the time, high costs, which is high product development cost, price sensitivity, and competitors gaining share. Now, because I'm in a competitive market, I'm not able to adjust price as I want. It isn't a monopoly, it's a competitive market. I need to keep account of the location as well as competitors' price. Hence, most of the time I keep price below the average level, even though my product development costs are high. But that does not mean that I earn losses and not do well. I do want profits, but not as much as I expect or I want to. Next comes the company's evaluation. Before starting off with my first few decisions, this is what I wanted to achieve, and this section is the final outcome of what I have achieved. So, I wanted my company to be the company with the highest cumulative profit among all firms in the industry, whereas I ranked 6th in the cumulative profit among all firms in the industry. I wanted to be the industry leader in customer satisfaction, but I ended up ranking 3rd in customer satisfaction. I wanted to increase sales and profit each period, but my sales and profit fluctuated up and down, which you can see in this graph. I wanted to be the only company selling product version 6, but few other companies joined in and sold product version 6 and even 7. which I haven't touched. Now comes the highlights of my marketing plan. My focus was to produce shoes that are fashionable and affordable to all people. I wanted to invest in product development while keeping prices below the average in order to collect the most revenue. The marketing plan can be broken down into 4 P's, which we all know that: product, price, place, promotion. Since the product is similar across the market, perfect competition exists. Therefore, product development is an integral area to focus on, as a better product leads to more consumers. The price and promotion levels are determined by the locations, which is set by new shoes. So in the home market, I had to prioritize consumer promotion and advertising. In the domestic market, I had to prioritize consumer promotion over advertising. And in the foreign market, they were not very effective. In the home market, I had to pay less attention to salespeople and dealer promotions. In the domestic market, I had to pay high attention to salespeople and dealer promotions. And in the foreign market, I had to do the same thing. In the home market, a price that is neither too high nor too low. Domestic market, prices had to be lower than the home market. In the foreign market, prices could be high because it's not a significant factor for consumers. All of this was mentioned in the company and industry news. Before making a decisions, reading all that, that's what made me in the top. Now the future projections of my company and the industry. I believe shoe industry is expected to be bigger than it already is. Over the decades, it has been expanding, and we all know that. Regarding to my company, I will be adding more comfort features, smarter and cheaper shoes. I will move ahead with shoes which is integrated with AI and cheaper shoes. Shoes that are more environmental friendly, and I will go ahead with 3D printed shoes or use plastic to make my shoes. Durable shoes, long-standing shoes, shoes that could last long as to 5 or 6 years, to be the industry leader in the shoe industry, and to prioritize consumer satisfaction and profits. Now the last slide, important takeaway of new shoes. New shoes provided me with real-world tactics to help me brainstorm my ideas and become more competitive in the business environment. As a businessman, new shoes taught me that I should emphasize not only profits, but also customer needs and better quality products. New shoes taught me to not just focus on my company and be ignorant, but also to have a general idea of what your competitors are up to, because their motives and tactics can help you make decisions. Thank you.